So we've got this wonderful question. Want to see how we can answer it? I guess you are going to enjoy falling under approximations. And to be specific here, I'll teach you tolerance and something connected to relative error. So when we are talking about relative error, you just need to understand that this has got something to do with the what? Absolute error. So the question is saying, a bag of potatoes has mass. This is the mass. This is an exam question. So I want you to understand that we are given this number that is here. This one that you are able to see here, this is the absolute error. Because I remember telling you to say that if you are having a number like 13, let's say you are having 13 kg, then you are taught to find the absolute error. The absolute error is 0. What? 0.5. This is how you get to find the absolute error. If a number is having one decimal place, like this one, 15.4, so meaning that for you to find the answer, the absolute error, this is the answer. Have you seen? If it is having two decimal places, 12.04, these are two decimal places. So the absolute error now is going to be 0.00, then we put a 5. So I'm going to have 3 decimal places or 3 decimal points there. If it doesn't have any point, it needs to have 1 decimal place, and you need to make sure that there is a 5 at the end. This is a concept all about. So find the tolerance of this mass. This is the mass. How do you find the tolerance? You need to know that tolerance is given by the formula. We say upper limit minus what? Minus lower limit. This is the formula we get to use. You say upper minus lower. So in this case, what I'm going to do now, how do I find the upper limit? I need to get the number that is given, 15.4, I say plus the absolute error. In this case, what is the absolute error? That is 0.05. I do this. I say plus what? I mean minus. I'm following the formula, minus. How do I find the lower limit? For me to find the lower limit, I need to get the actual value, 15.4. I say minus the absolute. This is how I get to find the lower limit. So just like this. At this point now, what we are going to do, I add these two. So I say, what is 15.4 plus 0.05? I'm going to get 15.45. Then I say minus, what is the answer here? When I find, when I get to manipulate these numbers, I'm going to find 15.35. This is what I'm going to get. Then I subtract the 2. If you subtract the 2, the answer you are going to get to be 0.10, or I can just say 0.1. So meaning that the tolerance of this mass is 0.1 kg. So this is the what? This is the tolerance. Upper limit minus lower limit. How do you find the upper limit? Like this. How do you find the lower limit? Like this. The key thing here is understanding these absolute errors. Once you are able to understand absolute error, this topic becomes very simple. So this is a wonderful topic, and I expect everyone to be getting it in an exam. This gets to come in mathematics paper 1 ECZ. So you need to know how to answer such questions if they are to come in your exams. We proceed and look at the next question. So I guess you've seen now I've answered this one. I guess this is so simple. I go to this one. Write down the relative error. So how do we find the relative error? For us to find the relative error, what I get to do, I need to say that absolute error, have you seen? I say absolute error minus, I mean over what? True value. This is what I need to do. Over what? True value. This is a formula where I'm going to say absolute, that is 0.05. Then true value, that is 15.4. 0.4. This is the answer you're going to get. From here, you multiply both sides. This is having two decimal places. So you multiply by 100. Even there, you multiply by 100. So when you do that, the answer that you are going to get, on top you are going to have a 5. Then there you are going to have what? 1540. That is the answer you're going to get. This is now equal to 5 there, it is 1. You say over. What is 5 into this? So 5 into 15, that is a 3, isn't it? 5 into 4, that is 0. Then we put 0, it becomes 40. 5 into 40, that is 8. So this is the answer, 1 over 308. So this is the what? This is the relative error. If you are taught to find the percentage error, you just get the relative error multiplied by 100%. You are done with the percentage error. So that is how we get to find it. This is your brother and your friend Harrison J. Zuru. For those of you that are interested in starting your tuitions with me, you can WhatsApp me on my number. This is my number. So you drop a message on WhatsApp. I'm going to help you get a distinction in mathematics, science, biology, gets to do RE, civic education. So I'm here to make sure that you get that distinction that you want to get. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like this particular video, share, and make sure you follow us on all our social media platforms. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, we get to use the same name, Harrison J. Zuru Tutor. Thank you so much. So I'm here to help you get that distinction at an affordable fee. Thank you so much. This is Harrisonite E-Learning Academy. Thank you.